Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10. Presented by New Citroën C3. Powered by Reva University. Greenply. ICICI Lombard. And Amrita Hospital, Faridabad.
Viewers, on my debate now coming up, can we have Anand, all the guests on the screen, please? Thank you very much. It's going to be AAP versus BJP. And essentially, this entire battle has now really reached an unreal proportion. You have heard of people having no confidence motions and confidence motions, but there's always a reason and a provocation. In this case, there is no reason or provocation. Nobody's asked them to prove their numbers. But perhaps in an attempt to draw some attention on themselves or take away from the specific charges of corruption that are coming against them, maybe as an attempt to try and set the narrative, Kejriwal has decided to prove his numbers in the Delhi Assembly, which were never in any doubt. What is in doubt, on the other hand, is what they've done on Liquorgate. That is specifically what is in doubt. Will spending more money, taxpayer money, on such a session help? Will spending your time overnight protesting in the Delhi Assembly help? Will it even get the media's attention? I don't think it will. But why is the AAP doing it? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what's happened, and then we debate.
The allegations against the Aam Aadmi Party are piling up.
इतनी पीड़ा है इस बात को जानकर। ये जो क्लासरूम गिन रहे हैं, इसमें टॉयलेट जो बना है बच्चों के, उसको क्लासरूम में गिन लिया है। खबरदार अरविंद केजरीवाल जी।
ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी को डिप्टी सीएम के घर की रेड पे तो कुछ मिला नहीं। हफ्ते भर भी बाद वो बता नहीं रहे हैं कितने पैसे मिले, कितनी बेनामी संपत्ति के कागज मिले, कितने सोने के बिस्किट मिले। अब उनकी साजिश हो गई है कि किसी तरह से दिल्ली के सरकारी स्कूलों को बंद कर दिया जाए, वहां के काम को बंद कर दिया जाए, इसलिए अब नए नए मनगढ़ंत आरोप लगा रहे हैं।
In the Delhi Assembly, 62 out of 70 MLAs are from the Aam Aadmi Party. Yet, they want a no confidence.
इन्होंने पूरी कोशिश करी 20-20 करोड़ रुपए के अंदर हमारे एमएलए खरीदने की। कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन से हम ये साबित करेंगे दिल्ली की जनता को कि एक भी एमएलए नहीं बिका। इसलिए ये कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन लेके आए हैं।
In an extremely curious situation, the ruling party in Delhi is protesting through the night in the assembly.
Right behind me, you can see the pictures of Aam Aadmi Party MLAs who are protesting. They are holding placards demanding the resignation of Vinay Saxena. Dilip Pandey is with us. Let me try to get in a word from him. So you are demanding for the resignation of Vinay Saxena. Since morning, we have seen as to how Aam Aadmi Party has been saying that he has been indulged in corruption. What do you have to say on that?
देखिए, आज जो सच सामने आया है दिल्ली की विधानसभा से, 1400 करोड़ रुपए के नोटबंदी के समय के घोटाले का सच, वो भी कैसे KVIC के माध्यम से।
They've decided to level allegations against the Lieutenant Governor.
नोटबंदी में गैर कानूनी तरीके से ब्लैक मनी को वाइट कराने का ये जो काम खादी विलेज इंडस्ट्रीज कमीशन में हुआ है, इसकी निष्पक्ष जांच केंद्र सरकार कराए।
The BJP meanwhile has launched a counter-protest demanding the resignation of Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain, two leaders under the scanner. Can the Aam Aadmi Party duck real questions on scams by unleashing a barrage of bizarre dharnas? Let's debate.
You see, Siddharth, in case you were not fully aware, you are a ruling party now. You are in government. You are not activists. You are not even in the opposition and you are facing charges. Now imagine if the Congress party, when it was facing all the charges like you are facing today, they used to face then, right? Congress party. Today, by the way, you should congratulate us because our expose on the Devas ISRO scam was upheld by the Delhi High Court, right? You used to shoot over our shoulders and say, yeah, these are fantastic investigations by the media. Today, you are a ruling party. You are facing allegations of scam. You are facing allegations of financial misappropriation. Imagine if at that point of time, just imagine if Manmohan Singh had sat and done a Dharna in Parliament. You would have said, have they gone mad? What are they doing? Imagine then if Suresh Kalmadi, right, and at that time Ahmed Patel and Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi had decided to respond to your charges by doing a overnight Dharna in Parliament. What would you have said? You would have said, is this a response? Or is this an attempt to avoid the issue? Is this drama? Hence, I just believe that this whole, I'll sit in Dharna, do Dharna, overnight Dharna in Parliament, it's not going to work. But why are you doing it? Don't you think people are going to see through it, as they already have?
Okay. Arnab, shall I answer?
You want time to prepare?
Yeah. Arnab? No, absolutely not. I'm well prepared. It was just, I think there was a lag in communication here. The Honorable Prime Minister of India just 2 weeks ago has sounded a bugle against corruption from the ramparts of the Red Fort. And we have to respect the Honorable Prime Minister's bugle call. The question here is that we are, as Aam Aadmi Party, are very just simply asking one question of the BJP, that one Mr. V.K. Saxena is named in a alleged scam regarding demonetization. So is the BJP ready for investigation? Because for the past few weeks, every TV channel, this question is not from you, Arnab. My question is to the BJP spokesperson, just a simple pointed question, that whether BJP is open to investigating Mr. V.K. Saxena. For the simple reason that his name has come up not through Aam Aadmi Party, but in an independent Economic Times report, that he was alleged to have been part of a demonetization during the time of demonetization. So the question here is simple. Aam Aadmi Party for the past few weeks has been answering questions left, right and center, and the simple narrative that has been set by the BJP is that why is Aam Aadmi Party take objection to any investigation. We take absolutely no objection to any investigation, be it Manish Sisodia or anyone. We have been investigated fair enough, lots of times. Our 40 MLAs have been investigated. Our question, our simple and very humble request is that, is the BJP going to heed to the Prime Minister's call of no corruption and go ahead with investigating Mr. V.K. Saxena through the CBI? This question is very simple. And the Aam Aadmi Party legislatures today are not sitting at a dharna. This is proof, this is record that even BJP sits in the parliament. Even the BJP sits in the parliament. We are just asking, we are just humbly, we are just very humbly requesting BJP to come up with a statement whether they are open to investigating Mr. V.K. Saxena or not on corruption charges. This is a very simple question. This is a very simple question.
We heard you.
Yes or no? This is an yes or no answer.
Arnab, may I please? May I?
Go on. Let's move fast, please. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Arnab, he took a lengthy 5 to 6 minutes, and with no offense to him, he was repetitive and made no coherent sense. Point number 1, you said, will the BJP, probe allegations against the current Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Mr. V.K. Saxena? Now, if there are prima facie allegations that have even an element of truth in them, then there is absolutely no reason why there will not be a probe or an inquiry. But a probe or an inquiry will not be held simply because a Manish Sisodia, accused number one in the liquor scam, or because Arvind Kejriwal, who has not covered himself in glory with one scam after the other, is asking for a probe. Point number two, you said that, V.K. Saxena is involved in a 1,400 crore scam when he was the chairman of the Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Now, apart from an Economic Times report, you have to prove something substantial. Point number three, how is it that Arvind Kejriwal has always had a problem with every LG? Today he has a problem with V.K. Saxena. Few months back he had a problem with the then LG Anil Baijal. Prior to that he had a problem with the then LG Narjeeb Jung. Prior to that he had a problem for a brief while with Tejinder Khanna. So the point is, Arvind Kejriwal has a long history of not having worked professionally with any of the erstwhile LGs, including the current one. My most important question is this. You are trying to divert attention by making flimsy allegations, and I dare you are making flimsy allegations that Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena, because, and I will tell you why, has Manish Sisodia even once answered this question? Did Manish Sisodia flout the Delhi Excise Act of 2009? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Did Manish Sisodia flout the Delhi Excise Rules of 2010? Yes or no? The answer is yes. Do 824 schools in Delhi have neither a principal or a vice principal? The answer is yes. They don't have a principal or a vice principal. Is it true that 745 schools don't teach science or commerce? Yes, it is true. Is it true that the pass percentage has dropped and the failure percentage has risen to 40% in class 9 in Delhi? Yes or no? Yes. Is it true that instead of 6133 classrooms, you only built 4027 classrooms? Yes. You indeed built far lower number of classrooms than you had promised. Is it true that instead of 5 lakhs per classroom, you actually escalated the cost to 28 lakhs per classroom? The answer is yes. Is Arvind Kejriwal making a mockery of himself? The answer is yes. Is Manish Sisodia corrupt? The answer is yes.
Now, a couple of points I want to make at this stage of the debate. It was 13 minutes past 10. What do I think the AAP is doing? Ishkaran and Piyush, let me tell you. The AAP is very angry with Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. Because, naturally, because V.K. Saxena has said that why was there a 2-day delay by the Delhi government's vigilance department in taking action on the report on the education scam, which comes directly under Manish Sisodia. So V.K. Saxena is suddenly asking questions that if there was a scam which was found 2 years back, why was there no action on a scam? Now, response of the Aam Aadmi Party to that is, let's just target and attack V.K. Saxena. I don't know of any CBC report that names V.K. Saxena. Our Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson on the program says, no, there is a report in a newspaper. I'm just pulling out that report, whether the newspaper report says that V.K. Saxena is the kingpin of the scam. We'll have to look into it in great detail. But I don't know any CVC report, I don't know any agency report, I don't know any other report. And if these allegations were there 4 years back, Ishkaran, why are the allegations from 4 years, 5 years, 6 years back being brought up 5 or 6 years later? Because V.K. Saxena is opening up education gate, V.K. Saxena is opening up liquor gate, and why 3 months after his appointment? And why after the LG called for investigation into the liquor scam and the school scam? It's quite obvious. Now, I don't want our AAP participants here to defend the obvious. We know what you're doing, but I am reminding you again that you are in power. What if Kalmadi and Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi sat on a dharna in parliament when they were accused of scams? How would that look? Ishkaran is on the debate, viewers.
Arnab.
It's on.
Arnab, it would be amusing were it not so dangerous. It's okay to be an anarchist when you are not in power, when you are trying to raise voices of the civil society. Probably not then also, but you can make a case to be an anarchist then. But when you are in power, let us assume, let's start with the first allegation. I remember on your last debate that 20 crores is being offered. You are people in responsible posts. You are public representatives. If you have proof, please file a case. And now let's take to this allegation again. If you have any proof, let me give you 5 options you could do. You could go to the CBI that a public servant is involved in corruption. You could go to the ED that there is money laundering. You could go to economic offences wing. Leave that. You could go to courts. You could go to a magistrate's court under section 200 complaint. You could go to higher court in a writ petition that a CBI investigation be ordered. You have multiple opportunities to you. Extremely big party. You say you are in 2 states. You have a lot of resources, but you will not go as per the institutional framework of India, either by the police procedure or by the procedure in the court. But what you would do is allegations which you have been going on since you formed as a social organization fighting corruption. Unfortunately, when you find corruption in your own house, what you do, probably you have lost confidence in yourself, so you call a no confidence motion against yourself because you have the numbers. If you have lost so much confidence, call a Delhi election again, which you may win or may not win. But the reality is, if one, Arnab, just 10 seconds more. Reality is, even an ordinary citizen goes to the police station if he finds a case of corruption. You are people in power. Please exercise any of these 5 points in which you can prosecute people.
Yeah, and you know, Siddharth, you first said, I want to just remind you because I have a terribly fantastic memory. You said that you are going to give me proof about 8-10 days back. You said that Manish Sisodia is being poached. There is a video, audio video. When I said when, you said we'll release it maximum a few days or a week. Where is it? Where is the proof? Then you said there's a 20 crore per MLA, 800 crore Operation Lotus. Where is the proof? And you now say that there is a proof against the LG that a cashier working there said that he masterminded a 1400 crore scam. Who is the cashier? Bring him before. You see, I don't understand. Where is any of your proof? Siddharth, you got to follow it up with proof. Even Piyush who supports you will ask for proof. You see, in the liquor scam, there is 100 pages of at least 2 reports, self-acknowledged and signed, attested by Manish Sisodia of the irregularities of the policy. In the school scam, there is a CVC report based on ground information. But where is your proof? Piyush, please tell Siddharth there has to be some proof. Even Piyush will tell. Piyush, tell him. Don't be biased. Tell Siddharth.
I am not biased. Coming back to the point of discussion today, whether we like it or not, an important part of 21st century politics is perception. So how do you deliver, if I am an Aam Aadmi Party supporter, if I am Aam Aadmi Party, if I am Arvind Kejriwal, then what I have to do to deliver this message that the LG is involved in corruption, and that has to be done in a limited framework of time, and that has to be delivered loud and clear.
No, but then you can't make up things, no?
No. It's not going to, nobody has made up anything.
No, there is make up. No, I'm telling you, Piyush, Siddharth is making up things. AAP is making up things, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they're making up things, and you know they are making up because they are quoting an Economic Times report. One minute. Just no. Why are you saying no when you know that I know? You can say I don't know, Arnab, you know. Don't say no. Now listen to me. No. I'll tell you you're wrong. No, tell me one thing. Okay, tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing, Piyush. Piyush, tell me one thing. I don't want to flatter myself. Don't you believe that we have the best information source on this program? Do you think this program is number 1 for years and decades just like that? Now that report that Siddharth puts out, according in that report, VK Saxena is quoted as saying that even the CVO, the Chief Vigilance Officer, has found no substance in the statement of Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. So if the CVO has not found VK Saxena guilty, why don't you ask Mr. Siddharth what documentary proof does he have to establish guilt?
Look
here. You look. No, first you said no. Now you're saying look. If the CVO has not found anything incriminating against Mr. VK Saxena, why don't you tell Siddharth to check his facts?
We are going to pick words, and if we are
I'm not picking a word.
we are not going to.
I'm not picking a word.
Anywhere.
I'm just correct.
What I'm trying to say that I totally agree that Siddharth, just let me finish and just let me finish. I won't take more than 30 seconds.
Wait a minute. Let him finish.
I'm just saying that you certainly have the best resource, and you are definitely the most resourceful person, and your program is number one. Because of that, I have no qualms accepting that. What I'm trying to say that fortunately or unfortunately, we live in a system when the charges are thrown at a person, there has to be a process which is to be followed, and an inquiry has to be made, and the court of law is going to decide whether that person has committed an act of corruption.
But the point is, if the CVO has not found anything incriminating, okay, Siddharth, tell me one thing: has the CVO? Do you believe the CVO is any part of the process? No. I want to know. Is the CVO part of the process in the same report which you quote? Is it true that according to the report, the CVO has not found anything incriminating? So how are you imagining things? Just tell me. Even if you want to sort of fix him, fix Saxena, you're not going to be able to move very far, you know.
Arnab, in my discussion, I only spoke about an ET report about one gentleman called VK Saxena. I did not name any constitutional authority. The BJP read it as the LG. That's up to them.
Oh, God. Now you say,
we are fighting corruption.
You can't do that now. Which VK Saxena are you talking about?
The Prime Minister of India is asking us to fight against corruption. Is the BJP ready for an investigation against Mr. VK Saxena? Because if you do a simple Google search, 2 words in Google, type Khadi and type demonetization, and Mr. VK Saxena's name gets thrown up in Google. The simple question is,
oh God, it's the Google Bureau of Investigation. This is the Google Bureau of Investigation.
Whether they are ready for an investigation on Mr. VK Saxena.
I've heard of the Central Bureau.
Why doesn't the BJP say?
I've heard of the Federal Bureau. I have never heard of the Google GBI. This is the GBI, viewers, not the CBI, not the FBI. Is the GBI. By official declaration of the very accomplished Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson.
Why is the BJP reading into things? Why is the BJP putting words into my mouth?
Oh, Baba.
A simple Google search says that you put Khadi and demonetization and...
Oh my God, I want to tell you... I want to tell you, I want to, listen to me, Baba. Siddharth, listen to me. Always listen to me on these things. Please don't go by wrong sources. Okay? Now, if you go by the Google Bureau of Investigation, go into the biased left-leaning Wikipedia. According to the biased left-leaning Wikipedia, I am telling you, I am the biggest criminal in the country. You want to go by GBI? Are you serious? And you're saying this is not VK Saxena? Then tell Sanju Verma which VK Saxena are you talking about? Which VK Saxena, Baba? Don't shoot and scoot. Siddharth, you're shooting and scooting.
Ready for an investigation against Mr. VK Saxena named in the Economic Times report.
Sanju, this is becoming very... Okay, now.
Since the Prime Minister of India has spoken from the ramparts of the Red Fort against corruption, BJP is today ready for an investigation against Mr. VK Saxena.
Okay, so you're equalizing it.
Because his name is there as the Khadi board chairman.
Arnab, you'll have to stop this man.
In a part in demonetization.
This man is an absolute joke. This man is an absolute joke. Can you please rein him in? Let other panelists have a say as well, Arnab.
I don't rein in anyone.
Oh, come on. You have to rein him in, Arnab. Come on.
I don't rein in anyone.
Okay. Fine. Let me just say one thing. I quite like that GBI, Google Board of Investigation. I want to say one thing, Arnab. Each time you ask Manish Sisodia, why did you waive off 144 crores towards a certain liquor mafia? Oh, look, I have been rated as the best education health minister best health minister, best education minister by New York Times. Each time you ask Manish Sisodia, every case of imported beer, why did you give up 50 rupees? But why are you asking these questions? New York Times said, I'm the most competent education minister currently in India. Then you ask him, why is it that you returned 30 crore rupees worth of audit money which should have gone to the Delhi Exchequer, and you actually returned it back to the L1 bidder in gross defiance of rules? What does he say? But look, I have been given a certificate of integrity from the New York Times. New York Times can go and take a flying leap out of the window for all we care. We believe in the CVC. We believe in the CSC.
Sanju, I never said anything about New York Times. Why are you so worried about New York Times? Nobody is speaking about New York Times today. We are just asking a simple question that is the BJP ready for an investigation against Mr. VK Saxena? Please say yes. Please say yes, because the Prime Minister says that he is fighting against corruption. There is an allegation of corruption against Mr. VK Saxena, and the BJP openly said that yes, they are ready for an investigation against Mr. VK Saxena. It's as simple as that.
This is not a New York
It's as simple as that.
debate.
I have a great question coming up next, viewers. I have one Brahmastra today. I have one Brahmastra. The time has come for me to fire my Brahmastra. No, my Brahmastra is already loaded. It's not like the moon mission of the NASA that didn't take off today. Listen to me, I have a Brahmastra. Listen to me. Here is the Brahmastra. Please pay close attention, viewers. Please pay close attention, and especially the AAP spokesperson. There is no shame, Siddharth, first of all, let me tell you, in being wrong. We're all wrong at some point of time in life, and if we want to move towards from falsehood to truth, from black to white, from wrong to right, we must accept that we are wrong. So kindly, with humility, accept, whether it is true or not, that Mr. VK Saxena had himself lodged the complaint with the CBI as vice chairman of the KVIC, which means, 1 minute now, don't mumble, stumble, look aside, pretend not to hear me. My information is that the person you are accusing of corruption had suspected corruption himself and gone and filed a complaint with the CBI as vice chairman of the KVIC. Why would a person who has anything to do with corruption file a complaint with the CBI? Now listen to me, don't look left or right. You know I'm right. You have only one option today. You have one option today at this stage of the program. It is to say this. Arnab, you are right. You are right. And I tried to pass off half information, but you caught me.
The head cashiers are on record. Head cashiers are on record saying that they did this thing, they did the demonetization, washing of the demonetized notes.
But is it true or not? Is it true or not that Mr. VK Saxena, is it true? Is it true? Viewers, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. I will tell you this, viewers. I will tell you this, Siddharth. You may try and try and try, but I have so many facts with me. You're falling and I want to tell you, viewers, what is the truth. The truth is, Siddharth, listen to me. The truth lies in the power of ultimate exaggeration. It is like, I'll tell you one thing, Siddharth. Siddharth, listen to me. Listen to me. Don't shake your head, not left nor right, but listen to me tonight.
If Mr. VK Saxena, as you say, is above board, what is the problem in him saying that,
I tell you, you must be exact. You must be exact. And Siddharth, I want to tell you one thing. Please remember, I'm humbly asking you. I'm humbly asking you. Because not for me. Not for me, but I'll tell you a question you put for me. I will tell you a question you put for me. For what happens is, Siddharth, I will tell you one thing. Siddharth, I know it is not you and me, but you know, sometime in 2015, something very interesting happened. Sometimes in 2015,
it's as simple as that.
See, listen, Siddharth, I'll tell you. In 2015, what happened is, Ishkaran, I'll tell you what happened. at some point you must have disagreed with some of my coverage, or you must have disagreed with my views on something, etc. And a very, very senior leader of your party had asked a question, is Arnab's salary 5 crore rupees? He didn't specify per month or per year. And he had simply put this question. I think it was Mr. Kejriwal. You can go and check. I think it was Mr. Kejriwal. Somebody called Ashish Khaitan had said something, and then he retweeted it saying that, is it true? His salary is 5 crore rupees, trying to insinuate a thing. There was no fact, no paper, no proof. And even, first of all, it was not my salary. If it was my salary, it was my hard-earned money, unlike Manish Sisodia's. But the point is, your party, I'm telling you. But did you put out a clarification then? Did you put out a clarification at that point of time? Siddharth, listen to me. Listen to me. I'll ask you a further question. But I am a forgiving man. I am a forgiving man by nature. I don't hold grudges. But listen to me. I'll tell you one thing. The KVIC case, is it true that some irregularities worth rupees 17 lakhs were found in one of the stores? 17 lakhs in one of the stores. And is it true that you're multiplying it 1,000 times? And also failing to mention that the complainant in this case is the person you're accusing of corruption himself. Siddharth, listen, there is no harm in saying, Arnab, you're right again.
Arnab, you have given him enough time.
But he needs to answer this, and then it's open. I'm extending the debate. Calm down, everyone. We're on point tonight, viewers. Pointed debate this evening.
Right, so nobody else has any right to ask him. But the question is not to Arnab here. The question today is for the BJP because it is in power. Neither Arnab.
Answering on the other side tonight, he simply says the question is to the BJP. I want a response on the other side. You got 2 minutes to close the debate. Siddharth, you had your turn. Other side now.
Arnab.
Other side now, hands being raised. Sanju first.
Yeah, thank you. Arnab, I just have this to say, the BJP has nothing to answer. It is a classic case of trying to deflect attention from Manish Sisodia's failed education model, failed health model, and the liquor scam in Delhi, and Manish Sisodia's excise policy. Point number 2, VK Saxena is completely over the board. His bona fides cannot be questioned. Point number 3, and I will end with this. I remember Arvind Kejriwal
he does not need any investigation. Mr. VK Saxena,
please shut up. I did not interrupt
any
you.
Investigation.
Please shut up.
Calm down, everyone.
Please shut up. You've been yapping. Now please listen.
This is not the language.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down, everyone. Learn from me.
To shut up.
Learn from me.
Let's have a decent debate.
I need my time.
Decency and calm should only be learned from me.
I need my time, please. I need 30 seconds.
Arnab, please give her time. Please give her time. She is going to answer whether BJP is ready to investigate.
Oh, you don't. You stop heckling now. You know, Siddharth, you're also. This is most unnecessary. Thank you.
Please, ask this man to hold his horses. Arnab, I remember Arvind Kejriwal made baseless allegations at Arun Jaitley in 2015, accusing him of financial irregularities in the DDCA. When Arun Jaitley filed a case, Arvind Kejriwal went, Jaitley ji, मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मेरा वो इरादा नहीं था. Then he filed a case against Nitin Gadkari. Arvind Kejriwal said, Nitin Gadkari is next up. जब नितिन गडकरी ने डेफिनेशन केस फाइल किया, अरविंद केजरीवाल वेंट विद फोल्डेड हैंड्स टू नितिन गडकरी जी. मुझे माफ कर दीजिए, मेरा वो इरादा नहीं था.
Sanju, is BJP ready for an investigation of Mr. VK Saxena or not? Just answer yes or no.
Defamation case, Arvind Kejriwal filed corruption charges against Bikram Majithia.
Closing viewers.
When Bikram Majithia said, I will file a defamation case against you, Arvind Kejriwal went to Bikram Majithia.
Okay, closing. Ishkaran is coming in for a last 30-second intervention, and then we close. And then we close. Ishkaran is on the debate. 30-second rebut, and then we are closing this very, very interesting conversation.
Let's for a second assume that BJP is not investigating, but you have proof. There are 5 ways in which you can set the law in motion. Please do stop this politics of allegations without taking it to the logical conclusion.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, closing this debate because I have a packed third debate coming up.